pranayama systematically at least 4 times now. Later, you can practice many times. First, deep exhalation, followed by deep inhalation, then retain for as long as possible, and again exhale consciously. Conscious exhalation is extremely important, and focus on the breath. Don't allow your mind to wander anywhere. That's very important. It's a combination of prana and manaha. So, by this systematic, conscious, and mind focused on prana, one should do pranayama and relax the physical body and the mind. And when the mind is quietened, Upanishads advise that once you study the Vedanta Shastras, understand the Brahma Tattvam, the quietened mind do dhyanam on the Brahman, supreme consciousness principle, which is also of the nature of existence and bliss. Sarvam khalvidam Brahma. Tat jalaniti shanta upasita. Mind has to be quietened and then focused. Do dhyanam on Brahman as sarvam khaluvidam. Everything around is verily Brahman. There is only reality. From it emerges a seemingly real universe. Srishti sthiti layam. So that's why the name Tat Jalan. Tat. From that Brahman, this entire universe emerges, is sustained, and is dissolved. So difficult to focus on this supreme what? Conscious principle that is everywhere because it is beyond the kind of sense organs. Same Upanishad mantras recommend that you look closer to your own self, how you are able to carry out all the functions of the different organs of knowledge, organs of action. So the mantras recommend you to focus on how the functioning happens because of the presence of consciousness. Only all functions happen. So the Kenopanishad mantra says Shrotrasya Shrotram Manaso Mano Yad Vachoha Vacham Savu Pranasya Pranaha Chakshushaschakshuhu Atimuchya Dhiraha Pretyasmalokadamruta Bhavanti Shrotrasya Shrotram, the ear of the ear. How I'm not able to hear when I'm at deep sleep? Because the consciousness is removed from the ear. Similarly, the real hearing capability is possible only because of consciousness. So it's called the ear of the ear, very poetically. Shrotrasya Shrotram Manaso Mano, the mind of the mind, the real mind or the functioning of mind is possible only because of consciousness. So when you start diving deep into the principle behind the functioning, what is happening? We are getting swayed away by all the things that are affecting us from the external world. Shabda, Sparsha, Rupa, Rasa, Gandham. But the very fact how they are being cognized itself is a wonderful principle. We don't focus. Please now you think about it. Manaso mano yad vacho ha vacham. Similarly, speech is not possible without consciousness. Yad vacho ha vacham sau pranasya pranaha. Even the life force cannot exist without the consciousness principle. Pranasya pranaha. Chakshushas chakshuhu. Eye of the eye. So, like that, few examples are given for you to focus. Just think for a minute how all the cognition is happening, functioning is happening. And so, one who understands this, Atimucha Dhiraha, Dhiraha, person focused on systematic study Vedanta Shastras. Once you understand, internalize, and transform yourself into that absolute experience of reality 24 by 7, Brahmanishtaha. And what happens? Pretya smallokadamrita bhavanti. After you finish your life, physical life in this particular earth, you will reach immortality. Knowledge of reality bestows immortality. And so, what are the systematic steps to reach this state? Bhagavan is explaining through Vibhuti Yoga to focus on the various divine manifestations and also the worldly great manifestations. Let's understand now in detail. Shri Gurubhyo Namaha Hari Om. Vakratunda Mahakaya Surya Koti Samaprabha Nirvignam Kuru Medeva Sarva Karyeshu Sarvada Guru Brahma Guru Vishnu Guru Devo Maheshwaraha Guru Sakshat Parambrahma Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha निधये सर्वविद्यानां षडेभवरोगिणां गुरवे सर्वलोकानां दक्षिणामूर्तये नमः सदाशिवसमारम्भां शङ्कराचार्यमध्यमाम् अस्मदाचार्यपर्यन्तां वन्दे गुरुपरम्परां श्रुतिस्मृतिपुराणानामालयं करुणालयं नमामि भगवत्पादशङ्करं लोकशङ्करं शङ्करं शङ्कराचार्यं केशवं बादरायणम् सूत्रभाष्यकृतौ वन्दे भगवन्तौ पुनः पुनः ईश्वरो गुरुरात्मेति मूर्तिभेदविभागिने व्योमवत्व्याप्तदेहाय दक्षिणामूर्तये नमः अपारकरुणा सिन्धुं ज्ञानदं शान्तरूपिणं श्रीचन्द्रशेखरगुरुं प्रणमामि मुदान्महम् ॐ. All of you on cameras, chant Em Brahma loudly. Yam Brahma Varunendra Rudra Marutaha Stunvanti Dimyaistavaihi Vedai Sanga Padakramo Panishadair Gayanti Yam Samaga Dhyanavasthita Tadgatena Manasa Pashyanti Yam Yoginaha Yasyantam Navidusura Suraganaha Devaya Tasmai Namaha देवाय तस्मै नमः ओम श्री कृष्णाय परमात्मने नमः. Now we'll chant the 6 slokas and focus on the meaning now that you have become advanced students. Om Shri Ganesha Namaha, Shri Saraswati Namaha, Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Hari Om Shri Bhagavanu Vacha Teshamevanukampartham Ahamajnanajam Tamaha Nashayamyatma Bhavasthaha Jnanadipena Bhaswata Jyotishamapi Tajyotihi Tamasah Paramuchyate Jnanam Jneyam Jnanagamyam Hridi Sarvasya Vishtitam Nahi Jnanena Sadrisham Pavitramiha Vidyate Tatsvayam Yoga Samsiddhaha Kalenatmani Vindati Jnanena tu tadajnanam Esham Nashitamatmanaha Teshamaditya Prakashayati Tatparam Yathaidhamsi Samidhognihi Bhasmasat Kuruterjuna Jnanagni Sarvakarmani Bhasmasat Kurute Tatha Yasya Sarve Samarambhaha Kamasankalpavarjitaha Jnanagni Karmanam Tamahu Panditam Buddhaha Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Now let's stand the 5 slokas, also equally important, like the 6 slokas. Shri Bhagavanu Vacha Daivi Hesha Gunamayi Mama Maya Duratyaya Mame Bahe Prapadyante Maya Metam Tarantite. How Ananyas Chintayanto Mam Ye Janah Paryupasate Tesham Nityabhiyuktanam Yogakshemam Vahamyaham Mattah Parataram Nanyat Kinchidasti Dhananjaya Mayi Sarvamidam Protam Sutre Manigana iva Ishvara Sarvabhutanam Hriddesherjuna Tishtati Brahmayan Sarvabhutani Yantrarudhani Mayaya. So what is solution? Prapancho yadi vidyeta nivarteta na samshayaha maya matramidam dvaitam advaitam paramarthataha. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Atha Srimad Bhagavad Gita Dashamodhyayah Vibhuti Yogaha. Om Narayana Parom Vyaktate Andamam Vyakta Sambhavam Andasyantaspi me lokaha Saptadvipacha Medini. Om. Let's all chant sloka number 24, which we started in the last class. Shri Bhagavanu Vacha Purodhasam cha mukhyam mam Vidhi Partha Brihaspatim Senani namaham Skandaha Sarasamasmi Sagaraha. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Hardam Swagatam, hearty welcome to the next session on the 10th chapter of Bhagavad Gita. What is the name of the 10th chapter? Vibhuti Yogaha. Vibhuti Yogaha, the glorious manifestations of the Supreme Principle in broadly 2 categories. What are the 2 broad categories? Daivi Vibhutayaha, Divyaha Vibhutayaha, divine, very good, and Laukika Vibhutayaha, which means the worldly superior manifestations. So you all are aware of the 7 wonders of the world, right? Many of you will go on a trip. I'm going to see 3 wonders this year, next year too, like that. Why do you go and visit them? Why do people visit all the 7 wonders? Why don't they go and visit one local, no, small hill or something? Because it has got some what? greatness, something fabulous, magnificent. So Bhagavan is trying to point out some of the glorious manifestations of the supreme principle, both objectively, which you can recognize, which is Laukikaha, and then Daivi, which is beyond what comprehension. Can any scientist say how are all the stars in the sky as if hanging? How are they all there without colliding, without collapsing? Huh? So they're all divine. So Bhagavan has pointed out we have come so far. Now he has come to certain important aspects of what? Everybody's life. One of the most important requirement for any spiritual seeker is to seek. Why is called a seeker? He or she, seeker means you are seeking. You are seeking the ultimate truth. You need to have the right teacher, right guru, right methodology. And so only people who have done a lot of punyam, lot of what? If you have done a lot of good activities, then only previous life will get a traditional right teacher to lead you in the right path. And so Bhagavan is pointing out that the heavenly priest, the greatest priest called Brihaspathi. So Purodhasam means among all the great priests. Priest is not somebody, don't think like a Christian priest. It's a different thing. Okay. Here, so I don't want to use the word priest. Among all the Kula Guru, can say gurus, okay, in our own traditional way, teachers. Bhagavan says, I am Brihaspati, foremost, the primary priest. Even everybody else, even Shukracharya may be more knowledgeable, but is far distant second. So Bhagavan says, I am the what? Brihaspati. The Brihaspati aspect is reflected in the planet called Jupiter. So it's called Guru. Among all the planets, why is Brihaspati called as Guru? Because it is one of the largest and also represents a divine principle. And so many of you have done Navagraha Homam, Navagraha Shanti, yes or no? So they not keep all the 9 different grains for the different 9 planets, center, they keep the Kalasham, right? Water, they do extensive Japam, sometimes Homam, whatever it is. And then finally the water is sprinkled. So similarly, Brihaspati, most important planet, that is to be worshipped when you are in your what? Laukika Vyavaharam, representing Brihaspati, right? So what is the sloka for Brihaspati? Navagraha Stotram. Devanam cha rishinam cha gurum kanchana sannibham buddhi bhutam trilokesham tam namami Brihaspatim. Most of you know this, right? Can you just put it? Okay, so look at even the meaning of the sloka. Devanam cha rishinam cha gurum. So Brihaspati is not only the guru of Devas, but also Rishis. All the Maharishis also go to Brihaspati for clarification. Devanam cha and. Understanding, no? Rishinam cha Rishinam. For all the Rishis. Gurum, he is the teacher. Now you see Brihaspati connect to Guru. So don't keep the English meaning of priest. Let us treat Brihaspati as Guru, Deva Guru, Rishi Guru. Then what? Kanchana Sannibham. So golden color. So they found, even the scientists say, what? Slightly gold color is no Jupiter. So Gurum Kanchana Sannibham. Buddhi Bhutam. See, he is the sharpest among all the brains. Buddhi Bhutam. Trilokesham. Triloka Ishaha. Equivalent to Supreme Bhagavan. That's why what? Bhagavan says, I am Brihaspati. See, all the shlokas you chant are also connected to the Vibhuti Yoga. See, one way for you now to verify all the prayers, all the procedures, all the methodologies that rishis have what wonderfully given to us. See, you can see how Bhagavan is explaining these aspects as manifestations in Vibhuti Yoga. Now are you able to see what? Bhakti and Jnanam, all your karma and Jnana Bhakti is coming together. So among all the priests, Bhagavan says, Tam namami Brihaspatim. So we pray to Brihaspati with this thought in mind. So that is the sloka. There is, people are interested. One of the important, they say, just for aside, so there's additional information. when you look at the horoscope of any person, first you should see where the guru is. That's what they do. Good, no, Jyotish will see that. And if it has got any deficiency, people can do, there is a Brihaspathi extensive Japa Vidhanam is there, Mantram is there, all that you can do to make sure you can overcome all the difficulties. A strong guru always makes you very confident in your what? Horoscope. So Bhagavan says that I am Brihaspati. That Brihaspati manifests in various ways. For us to approach that Brihaspati is through Guru Bhagavan. And that's why they say, right? They say that Jupiter has got many planets, yes or no? Science says that many planets. What do planets do? They go around the main one, many satellites. So Guru Brihaspati is a planet. There are many other satellite planets, they say, that go around Jupiter. Why? Because it is huge. So I told you sometime back, Gaurava Laghava Nyayam. One should go around the Guru and do Namaskaram. That is why we worship Guru. And those great aspects of Brihaspati are present in Mahans, who are traditional teachers or Shankaracharya. Are all what? Sakshat Brihaspati Swarupam on Bhulokam. So one should take the opportunity, visit them and pray to them so that you get all the benefit. Understand? Various ways to reach Brihaspati for us is this way. Then, only praying to Guru is not enough. We all want some more things. What is that? Every now and then we have got fear. We feel some danger will come to us. We are scared of something. And so the greatest God you can pray to is Lord Subramanya. So Bhagavan says, among all the commanders, among all the what? Warriors, I am Skanda. Skanda. Skanda means that supreme principle which was born from the third eye of Parameshwara. Skandayati. That liquid flowed down, from that he was born. So Subramanya Swami, as I told you, one God who can be prayed to for everything. He is Sakshat Agni Swarupam. So since you cannot pray to Surya Bhagavan during night, if you want energy, power, and you can pray only in the night, what you should do? You should take to Subramanya Swami Stotras. You all know what? Learn Subramanya Bhujangam. Sometime back, 2 years back, we had this Shankara Samvatsara Vaibhavam, where we had at least 30-40 teachers. Each teacher taught about 15-20 people. We had 500 plus people chanting different Shankara Stotras. Some of you have participated, right? So in that, one of the wonderful stotras that Acharya Shankara has composed, Subramanya Bhujangam. Then for people who know Tamil language, what? Skanda, Shashti, Kavacham, all those things you chant. And there are extensive, what? Prayers for Lord Subramanya, which you can do every day. So one of the simple shloka, there is a composition called Amara, Tirupugad. Yes, very good. Amara Kosha, that Amarasimha has done on way, and in that, lot of things are being conveyed. He has also done shlokas for all the gods. Ramanusbu, even for what? Parameshwara, Parvati, for everybody. So Subramanya, he has given one shloka, you can note down. He says, Kartikeyo Mahasenaha, Sharajanma Shadananaha, Parvati Nandana Skandaha. That's why I told you this. Senanihi Agnibhur Guhaha. Very nice shloka. You all can chant different words on Lord Subramanya. Kartikeya, because he was brought up by the Kritika Nakshatra Devatas. So, Kartikeyo Mahasenaha. See, Senanina Maham Skandaha. See, Amarasimha was very brilliant. Mahasenaha Sharajanmaha. He was born from the weeds. Story of how Lord Subramanya is born is a very wonderful one. That is why Kalidasa took among all the gods one particular god. Which god he took? Kumara Sambhava. Kumara Sambhavam. Sambhavam means how Lord Subramanya was born. He has dealt in a lot of detail. So, Skanda Puranam extract he has taken and wonderfully done in wonderful, nice slokas. So, Skanda Puranam should say. So, Sharajanmaha, Shadananaha. So, Shada means what? 6. all what? 6 shoulders, Shadananaha, Parvati Nandana Skandaha, right? This is no son of Parvati. Parvati Priyaputraha, they say. Huh? So, Senanihi, he was a warrior. So, when he was, so you all know the story, right? Indra was so scared. So, he had to create the most powerful warrior. So, he goes, appoints what? Kamadeva, all the story you know. From that, Shiva's tapas is being what? Disturbed, and through that Skanda is born. Once Skanda is born, no, Indra is very, very happy. See how selfish he is. Somehow he wants to achieve his goal, and so he promises a lot of things. He also promises to give what? His daughter in marriage to Subramanya Swami. That is there. Okay, all that is there. Anyway, so Senanihi, Agni Bhuhu, born of the fire, the third eye, which is very powerful, like Agni, right? The third eye of Parameshwara. Guhaha. Guhaha means one who has to be meditated upon the secret cavity of the heart. It's called a Jnana Pandita. I told you. Same Subramanya Swami as Sanat Kumara comes in Chandogya Upanishad, advises Narada Maharishi on Brahma Tattvam. So, if you want worldly pleasures, worldly achievements, power, pray to Subramanya Swami. So, Bhumi, Jalagni, Vayu, Gagana, Kirana. There's a wonderful Kriti on Subramanya Swami by Muthuswami Dikshatar. It's a combination of all the 5 elemental principles. So pray to him for everything. You will get all water supply will be continuous. You pray to Subramanya Swami. Then what? You will get worldly pleasures, all the wealth, health, everything here also. Iha parasukada, even the next world. And also importantly, jnanam. So for all aspects, pray to Lord Subramanya. Here Bhagavan is pointing out Senaninam aham Skandaha. Among all the commanders of the forces, I am Skandaha, Subramanya Swami. And Sarasam, among the different water bodies which hold lot of water, I am the oceans, Sagaraha. Ocean means what? Maximum repository of water. It's called Sagaraha. So, there is one story normally, traditionally, that is told during explanation of this part of Vibhuti Yogaha, the word Sagaraha. So, you all should know how the word Sagaraha came. So, the Sagaraha is traditionally associated with Ganga Sagar. Any of you know Ganga or not? Ganga is born where? From Gangotri and ends in Ganga Sagar, popularly called as Sagar. Okay. So that is one representation of the Sagaraha. And how did it get the name Sagaraha? Write down. Sagarasya putraha yasyaha saha iti Sagaraha. So there was one great king called Sagara. Okay, write down. Sagara. Very Sagara Mahal. Very good. Arvind is now writing Sanskrit. Very good. If you say write in English, you will say Sagara. So important for you to note down is Sagara. What is the king's name? Great king name is Sagaraha. He had 60,001 sons. How many sons? How many sons? 60,001. And the first son was called as Asamanjas. What? Asamanjas. And sometimes the word Asamanjas means not very capable fellow. Sometimes, very rarely, being Asamanjas is good, but in this story, the name also is good for this person. Let us understand what happened. So 60,000 plus 1. Story now. I told you this particular chapter, a lot of interesting things. You will get stories, you will get mantra, you will get shloka, you will get japa, you will get puja, you will get everything. To remember the greatness of what? How the Ganges came to the Bhulokam. That is Sagaraha. The Ganga Sagar is a representation. The story of Ganga Avataram is normally mentioned here. So, who is the king? Sagaraha. He had how many sons? 60,001, 60,000 plus 1. Okay. Now, what happened? He decided to do what? Ashwamedha Yaga. Once you do Ashwamedha Yaga, you become very powerful. More and more Ashwamedha Yaga do, you go more and more towards what? Indra. Indradhipati. Indra is a person who has done 100 what? Ashwamedha Yaga. Write down. So when this Sagara Maharaja was trying to do this Ashwamedha Yaga, one of the important things required for Ashwamedha, Ashwam means what? Horse. So, for Ashwamedha Yaga, without the horse, you cannot Ashwamedha Yaga. So, what Indra did, Indra took on a different form. And look at his selfishness. He stole the horse that was meant for the Ashwamedha Yaga of this Sagara Maharaja. You understood now so far? He stole it and then he started taking it away. So, when the horse was stolen and taken away, Sagara then ordered his what? 60,000 sons. He told Asamanjas, you are incapable. Just be here. You don't do anything. Okay. He told his what? 60,000 sons to go in search of this particular person who has stolen what? This horse, so that we will be able to get the horse back and continue the Ashwamedha Yaga. So what happened? They went chasing. Oh, this person. This person went here, he couldn't escape. So what he did? He went to Patala Loka. He went to Patala Loka, and there he tied the horse in front of Kapila Maharishi's ashrama. So to go to Patala Loka, what should you do? Patala is below the earth. So all the sons of Sagara Maharaja started digging the earth. Once you start digging the earth deeper and deeper, water bodies are formed. And so, because Sagara's sons dug up the earth and created the water bodies, it is called Sagaraha. Understood now? Why Sagaraha, the name is given to ocean, is because it's created by Sagara's sons. And so don't ask, sir, how did they know? For us, it is difficult to dig in a little bit to get water. Those days are very powerful. This is Purana story. Now, from there, the story proceeds further. How Ganga was finally what? Born. I will take up that because in two more places Bhagavan mentions about Ganga. For now, how the word Sagaraha came, you understand? The story will continue in a second part later when Bhagavan mentions about Ganga, and we'll connect Sagaraha with Ganga later. Okay, now look at the Padavibhaga Anvaya for Shloka number 24. Purodhasam cha mukhyam mam vidhi he partha Brihaspatim senani nam aham Skandaha sarasam asmi sagaraha. Clear? 13. Now look at the Anmaya. He partha vidhi mam Brihaspatim mukhyam purodhasam. First group. Clear? Second. So add the word aham in bracket. He partha vidhimam aham Brihaspatim mukhyam purodhasam. Next. Aham Skandaha senaninam. Second group. Then cha in bracket aham. See, one place aham is coming. Aham Skandaha. So what should you do? Apply the word asmi. I told you, wherever asmi is missing, add asmi. Where aham is missing, add aham. Cha asmi sagaraha sarasam. What is missing in this? Aham. So in bracket, aham should be added. Clear? So three divine glories are mentioned in this shloka. So one of the things you can do is every shloka note down how many glories Bhagavan is explained. So that's another way to remember. So In sloka number 20, where he began, Aham Atma Gudakesha Sarva Bhuta Stayasthitaha, Sarva Bhuta Shayasthitaha, Aham Adishcha Madhyam Cha Bhutanam Anta Yevacha. Only two principles. What are they? Para Prakriti, Apara Prakriti. That is the pure consciousness, Maya Tattvam. Second, it is in 21. So write down two against, now you then count how many vibhutis towards the end, right? Then, Adityanam Aham Vishnuhu. Then Jyotisham Ravim 2. Then Marichir Marutam Asmi Nakshratranam Asmi 4. Have you made a note? 4. Again sloka number 21. 22. Again 4. Clear? I will not repeat. 23. Again 4. And in 24 again how many? Let me see. Anybody wants to be fair? Same thing. 3. Very good. See? It is 3 in 24. So now how many are there so far? Keep a count. Another way to remember Vibhuti Yoga. So now look at the meaning. He Partha, he Arjuna, Vidhi Mam. No. Bhagavan is saying here only. Nowhere else saying no. Here it says no. Why no? Because Guru is connected with knowledge. Brihaspathi is connected with knowledge. So no, me, Mam, me, Brihaspatim, to be Brihaspati. Know me as Brihaspati. That means what? I am Brihaspati. Understand? So everywhere else he has told I am. Here he should say, know me, he means what? I am Brihaspati. Know me to be Brihaspati. Who is Brihaspati? Mukhyam, the foremost. The foremost Purodhasam among the Kulapatis, the Gurus. I will not use the word priest. See, a guru, a typical guru, even all our matham, when the person ascends the throne of Peetham, they are supposed to be well versed in all aspects. Karma Kanda, Upasana Kanda, Jnana Kanda, Japa, everything. They are like encyclopedia in one particular Mahan. Understand? So, typically, the guru also will know all aspects, different aspects of karma, japa, upasana, jnana. Okay? Towards the later part, they will focus on advising people on jnanam. Okay? Initially, they'll make sure all people are engaged in all the karmas. Lot of homas, chandi homa, that everything being done properly. That's why people used to say, when Mahabharata was there, when a big yagam is being done, Mahabharata will just take one sight about how things are organized. All the priests will be scared. Just because Mahabharata has become Jnani and is only preaching Vedanta doesn't mean does not a Karma Kanda. He knows about that much more than all the other people are doing the rituals. They'll be scared if any mistake has been done. So they'll make sure they'll inform. So it's been done like this, they will inform. So they are all well versed in everything. So here also the word priest is being used. Purodhasam is from the standpoint of Karma Kanda and advice, but also they know everything. You understand now? Karma, Upasana, Jnana, all they know. So Bhagavan says, I am Brihaspati. Brihaspati also, I told you, there is a Navagraha Suktam for that. People who know can learn and chant that. Many ways to propitiate Brihaspati. Aham Skanda. I am Lord Skanda, Lord Subramanya. Among what? Among all the warriors. So one of the slokas you can include in your daily prayers is for Lord Subramanya. At least 3 slokas of Subramanya Bhujangam you can include, if not the entire one, and chant. That will be very good. And also the sloka Amara Kosha I taught you, you can chant that also. Then Aham Skandaha Senaninam Cha Asmi Sagaraha, and I am the ocean. Sarasam. Saras means what? Anybody? Saras means waters. Waters. Saraswati. So, on the water, Saras, lotus, lotus that is there. Water, Sarasijaha, lotus. Lotus that is born on the water connects the word Saras. Clear? That is why Sarasam. Are you clear? So, Saraswati is one who is sitting on top of the lotus which is there. Lotus will not be in a tree. Where will lotus be? On water only, water bodies. Understand now? Okay. Anyway, Saraswati, Sarasam. Clear? Now, look at the next sloka number 25. Shri Bhagavanu Vacha Maharshinam Bhruguraham Giramasmekamaksharam Yajnanam Japayajñosmi Sthavarāṇam Himalaya.
श्रीभगवानुवाच महर्षीणां भृगुरहं गिरामस्मेकमक्षरं यज्ञानां जपयज्ञोऽस्मि स्थावराणां हिमालयः.
Very good. All of us together. Shri Bhagavanu Vacha Maharshinam Bhruguraham Giramasmekamaksharam Yajnanam Japayajñosmi Sthavarāṇam Himalaya. So now Bhagavan is coming to something that is extremely useful for all of us. Let's look at what Bhagavan is saying. Maharshinam Bhruguraham. Among all the Maharishis, I am Bhrigu Maharishi. So, Bhrigu is actually praised in the Puranas as the greatest Maharishi who went to test all the three lords. He went to test Brahmaji, Mahavishnu, and also what? Parameshwara. So he is the foremost among all the Maharishis. He is what? Maharishi, and he is one of the 7 Sapta Maharishis. First among them, Bhrigu. Maharshinam Bhriguraham. Aham Bhrigu. So even though this Bhrigu Maharishi went to test Mahavishnu, look at Mahavishnu, no Hamkaram. You know, lot of things happen in the story where Bhrigu goes to test what? Mahavishnu. Even though Mahavishnu is being what? Put to test by Bhrigu, he doesn't disown because of his preeminence. Bhagavan says, I am Bhrigu among all the Maharishis. That's why even the Taittiriya Bhrigur Vaiva Runihi aspect of Bhrigu Maharishi. Okay. Giram Asmi Ekam Aksharam. Giram. Giram means words. Among all the words, I am the most superior word, Ekam Aksharam, the one syllable word, which is what? Omkara. See, Omkara is not only a syllable, a letter, but also a word. That is the greatness of this Omkara Tattvam. This Om has to be learned traditionally, properly from a traditional teacher. Lot of Nemam is there. Nemam is what? Lot of discipline is there to chant. Simply people do this standing Om while during what? Yoga and all those things. Many people do Om chanting music, right? All that is wrong. Please, I'm telling you directly, traditionally it's all wrong. This Om has to be what? Chanted, and Omkara Upadesham is given only for sannyasis, actually, as per tradition. That is why when we all ask Laukikas, when we say Om, we should add something else. We say Hari Om, right? Hari Om. Om Namah Shivaya, something like that. Okay? Be careful with Omkaram because Bhagavan is saying, I am Sakshat Omkara Tattvam. Very powerful. This Omkara is a combination of 3 further subsyllables. Akaram, Ukaram, and Makaram. A, U, Ma. So when you even open the mouth, A, U, Ma, it actually encompasses the Aksharamala. All the 51 Aksharas are contained in Omkara. Akara, Ukara, Makara represent the 3 states. Sometime back I explained about Omkaram, no? Do Dhyanam on the 3 different states that Akaram, Ukaram, Makaram represent. One of the most important Dhyanam that we do on Omkaram is Akaram represents Jagrat world, the world that you experience during the waking state. Ukaram represents the world, the dream state. Makaram represents your what? Deep sleep state where nothing exists. And there is one state beyond the 3, which is the substratum of all the three states of experience is called what? Turiya Tattvam. And this is what is explained in the Mandukya Upanishad. Entire Mandukya Upanishad and Mandukya Karika are all what? Elaboration of this Omkara Tattvam. You see, can anybody write what? Can 500-page book on just one letter, one syllable, Omkaram? Greatness of our Shastras. And one of the slokas we are all chanting. What is that? Prapancho yadi vidyeta nivartetana samshayaha maya matram idam dvaitam advaitam paramarthataha. This sloka I will also explain. Gaudapada Acharya, the great Acharya of Govinda Bhagavad Pada, is the Mahaguru, Paramaguru of Adi Shankaracharya. That's why he's got, Shankaracharya has got great reverence for Gaudapada Acharya, and he takes Gaudapada Karika and write commentary on the Gaudapada Karika. Now, you understand? First of all, Gaudapada Karika is elaboration of the 13 mantras of Mandukya Upanishad. On that, Acharya Shankara's commentary is on the Karikas. To understand Karikas means the slokas that Gaudapada created. Totally 400 slokas in 4 prakaranas. Write down. Gaudapada created. In that, one mantra of Mandukya Karika, very big mantra. I'll only point out one portion. Prapanchopashamam shantam shivamadvaitam chaturtham manyante sa atma savigneyaha, he says. So, prapancha upashamam, that word Gaudapada takes. That means what? Where the entire world is dissolved, world no longer exists. That state is called Chaturtham Turiyam. That is the Advaita Tattvam, beyond the 3 states of experience. And in that connection, this sloka is mentioned. Prapancho yadi vidyeta nivartetana samshayaha maya matram idam dvaitam advaitam paramarthataha. So, which particular chapter? All this is explained. So, you can refer to that. Somebody told. Which chapter I explained all this? About the Dhyanam and Omkara Tattvam. Somewhere I mentioned this. You can refer to those notes. If anybody has got a reference, please put it, because I don't remember where exactly, because they keep on saying whenever the occasion comes, please look at that. Okay. Ken, or somebody, the notes team, can you find out where exactly I've explained? That you can refer. So, very important. Among all the words, I am Omkara Tattvam. Now, this Omkara has got 3, Akara, Ukara, Makara, right? Akara, Ukara and Makara, 3 letters are taken from the 3 Vedas. Akara represents Rig Veda, Ukara represents Sama Veda, Yajur Veda, and Makara represents Sama Veda, Veda 3. So, that becomes 1. See, 3 becomes 1. So, Omkara Tattvam. Then, Bhagavan says, for the benefit of all of us, the most practical thing, right? We all cannot do big yajnas, big homas, we cannot do all those things. So, what is that we can do? The greatest yajna we can do is japa yajna. So, yajnanam japa yajñosmi. Among all the different yajnas, for our own what? Benefit, Bhagavan says, if you're not able to do different types of elaborate homas, pujas, other things, practice japam. Now, what is the greatness of japam? First thing, it is very simple, right? It's not very complex, not complicated from a paraphernalia or elaborate no needs point of view. You don't need what? Flowers, you don't need agarbatti, you don't need water, you don't need milk, you don't need udbatti, you don't need kalpur, nothing, correct? In Japam is all required? No. So for happy, you're happy. Nothing is required. But what is more important? Your mind has to be focused. The more difficult aspect, focusing the mind on the Japam. Japam, how the word Japam comes? So, the word Japa. So, write down. There is a sloka. Reference is 917. Pavitramana has note down where I have explained about Omkara, I think. Because in the 9th chapter, certain aspects of Bhagavan's glories are being mentioned. There would appear sort of explained there. Clear? So, write down a sloka for the term Japa itself. right? Jakaro janma vichhedaha. Pakara papanashanaha. Janma papa hare yasmat japa ityabhidhiyate. So, jakaraha, the word ja in japa, jakaraha, janma vichhedaha. So, constant chanting of the right japam will make sure your mind is purified, and finally you are no capable of sitting down studying Vedanta Shastra, get the Jnanam, and finally what? Moksham. Janma Vichhedaha puts an end to the cycle of samsara. You see why Bhagavan called Yajnanam Japa Yajñosmi, the greatest among all the Yajna, Japa Yajna. Why? Because once you take to Japam and you get what they call Mantra Siddhi. Once you get Mantra Siddhi, your mind will be extremely purified, prepared for studying Vedanta Shastra, get Jnanam. The word Ja, in Japa, what are the two letters? Jakara and Pakaram. Jakaraha Janma Vichhedaha. Vichheda means cuts off the cycle of birth and death. Birth, that means death also. Okay. Pakaraha Papanashanaha. The word Pa, what does it do? Destroys all your sins. Now you see, what do you want? Two in one. You want all your sins to be destroyed. You don't want any more rebirths. So what should we take to? Japam. That's why Bhagavan says, Yajnanam Japa Yajñosmi. You understand? So then what? Janma Papa Harati Yasmat. Because it gets rid of both what? Janma and Papa. Both we want to get rid, right? We want to get rid of Punyam or Papam? Papam, right? So get rid of Papa and also Janma. Japa ityabhidiyate. It is called Japam. Clear? Huh? So, what is the Japam? I have taught you, all of you, to do what? Gayatri Mantrartha Shloka Japam. I also taught you what? Namah Shivaya. These two daily you chant. And Japam is something to be done in Avruti. The power of Japam comes only by the numbers. So one should keep count and do a lot of Japam. And better take mainly 1, 2, or maximum 3 types of Japam and do more and more of the same. Many people got a fancy, let's say 100 Japams, each one 10, 10. By the time you are doing, your mind is focused on the other one. So don't take too many. Ramanam Subbu, take 1 or 2 main Japam. Also, how to take what Japam? There is a way also. If you consult an astrologer, what is the main thing that you need to focus on? All that will be known. And there is a Japa Bidhanam, proper process to take Japa and do it. One day I will take some initial, all the basic requirements for how to do Japam. And one who does Japam sincerely in the right way, you will get the benefit what I told. Jakaraha Janma Vichhedaha, Pakaraha Papanashanaha. So even sannyasis do Japam continuously. So Mahaprabhu had one rule. After puja, before bhiksha, 1 hour, Ramanama Japam. Mahaprabhu used to do. Okay, like that. Even my Paramaguru, Sri 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 Satchidanandendra Saraswati Swamiji Maharaj also used to do Ramanama Japam a lot. So Rama Mantrava Japiso. There's one song, right? Heard it? Hey Manuja, Ramanama is a mantra. So if you don't have any other mantra, chant Ram, 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 Ram. Always can chant Ram, Ram continuously, any number of times. A mantra, E mantra, Helini Kedabe. Very nice song. What? Don't look at other mantra. So Rama mantra va japi. So it is what? That mantra which can get rid of even what? All the Janma. So very nice song. So Rama mantra, even Rama mantra you can chant. Very powerful. And why? Because of only Rama mantra, what happens? Taraka mantra. You all know story of Valmiki or not? He couldn't even chant the word Rama. So what did Narada say? Look at the tree, Mara. Start Mara, 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 Mara. Keep on chanting Mara, Mara. What happens? Mara, 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 Mara. It becomes Rama, Rama. That is the power. So that word. So that by chanting with the mind gets happiness. Yasya Japyati tatha ramayati. That's what one who chants and gets mind that is peaceful and calm. That word is Rama. Very nice. Lot of Vyutpati for Ramanama. Take to Ramanama, Krishna Nama. So what? Narayanaaya, Om Namo Bhagavate Narayanaaya. All those things you can take and chant. Special mantras you can take from a very learned person and chant. So then this is different from Parayanam. Please don't think Japan, Parayanam are the same. Parayanam is to chant extensively, many portions in one go. Here it is what? Same thing again and again. Should not get bored of Japam. See, now you understand why puja, they got 15 different steps, 16 steps actually. Shodasha Upachara Puja, that your mind is dispersed can get what? Somehow oriented. Here, same thing again and again you should do. So make sure that you take up some Japam and mantra avrittihi. Keep on going, doing it. So Bhagavan says, Yajnanam japa yajñosmi. So at least now you understand. If you're not able to do big yajnas, big pujas, at least this japam you do. And most important, every day 3 times. I told you at least 24 times or 48 times. You all chant the Gayatri Mantrartha Shloka. What is that? Yo deva savitasmakam dhiyo dharmadi gocharaha prerayet tasya yad bhargaha tadvarenyam upasmahe. So wonderful. What? Japam to do many times you chant this sloka. Equivalent to chanting Gayatri Mantra. Okay. Yajnanam japa yajñosmi. Time is up, you see. Then Sthavaranam Himalaya. So among what? The stationary beings, among the mountains, Sthavara, the root meaning is stationary. The most stationary, immobile, that which does not move. Even trees move because of wind, whereas mountains will not move, right? Will mountains move? Mountains start moving when wind blows, what happens? So it's called stationary, it's called Sthavaranam, among the mountains. Bhagavan says, I am Himalaya Parvatam. Why? That is where Lord Shiva is supposed to be doing tapas. So Bhagavan says, I am Himalaya. People have gone Himalaya trip. Gangotri, Yamunotri, no? Badrinath, Kedarnath. Why do we go? Because of the Himalaya. You go there. If you have not gone, try at least one trip. You go there. When you go there, you will see how wonderful it is. You will not feel like coming down. Once you go to this Chardham Yatra, Muktinath, all the places. So that is why people take to all this Himalayan tour. Other people go to Himalayan tour for what? Himalayan rally. But spiritual people go seek the ultimate truth in Himalayas. All wonderful temples are there. So all these are wonderful ways to what? Remember Bhagavan, Laukika Vibhutayaha and Daivi Vibhutayaha. Let us chant shloka number what? 25 and end the class. We'll continue tomorrow. Once again, Himalayas have come. Gangotri is there in Himalayas. So tomorrow, tell your friends, everybody, I'll complete the story of Gangavataram. Very important to listen. Lot of messages from this Gangavataram. I just told how the word Sagaraha came. There is an extensive story of why Ganga came down to Bhulokam and what is the benefit of knowing the story. What are the... See, this story can be understood in 3 different levels. For elementary people, it's normal story. For mid-level, Madhyama Adhikari, it can be used for Upasana. There is also a Jnanam aspect for the Uttama Adhikari. We'll understand all that in the class 12 hours from now. So let us chant shloka number 25. And Shri Bhagavanu Vacha Maharshinam Bhruguraham Giramasmekam Aksharam Yajnanam Japa Yajñosmi Sthabaranam Himalaya. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. One small announcement, don't go away. See, we are now past the 9th chapter, the middle of Bhagavad Gita. We have started now 10th and going forward 11 to 18. There are some people in the illustration team who have taken some vacation. So like this vacation month. So we need some volunteers to help in making all the illustrations. Now ebook, one thing you will download. In that there are a lot of different pictures, flow charts, right? Anybody It's a great opportunity, interested to help. No, please, no, you can put your name and mobile number. Either you can put it in this chat box today or send it to Kalamal Madam. Kalamal, can you put your mobile number? Message Kalamal Madam directly. Take part in this wonderful opportunity to know about the subject matter, in greater detail. Help create some aspects of this ebook, also learn a lot and lot of punyam, because what you're representing gives a lot of people very good knowledge. So it's a great opportunity for you to participate by sharing the knowledge. So people are requested to volunteer for creating illustrations and flowcharts as part of the ebook. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. And people on downloaded the ebook, download tomorrow. We'll go through the different aspects of the 10th chapter ebook. Very informative, yes or no? Only if you have gone through this 10th chapter, quite exhaustive, right? And further notes, what I'm saying, you should add to that, make it complete, and follow it and integrate in your daily lives. Om Purnamadah Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Hari Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Hari Om Tatsat. Krishna 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 Shubhamastu Samasta San Mangalani Bhavantu Tyayata. Hari Om Narayana. We'll meet in 12 hours. Continue this 10th chapter. Narayana.